Hi guys, good morning. It is Friday morning, October something. I'm still here in Sedona, overlooking the Red Rocks. Let me show you guys. It's just so beautiful to wake up to this. I wanted to do a little bit of a mashup today and share a bunch of different ideas that come to me in bed random times, and I have to scramble to write them down. So I have a paper here that I'm going to refer to. Okay, so the first idea is like this. I watch a lot of videos about people who channel and people who talk to their higher self and people who have spirit guides. And it always bristled me. I'm always stubborn. I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn as hell. And there's this part of me, it's like a petulant child that's like, I don't want any of those beings. Get out of my way. I want God. And I take my hands, both hands, like this. Hold on. I can't do it now. But I take both hands and I like push all the way up to heaven, side to side. I don't know if you could see. And I tell God, I only want to talk to you and I only want to hear from you. I don't want the hired help. I want the boss man every time. And I just have, and most of my prayers are just emotions. I'll just take the emotion of my heart and share it with God. And I once heard Alexander Quinn say that his guide told him there's going to be a time that channeling will be a thing of the past. And I understand that because it's still a stepping stone. It's still a crutch to go straight to God. Why do we think we need an intermediate, any kind of intermediary, even our higher self? I don't even want my higher self. I just want God. So that's my first point, and I hope that could help you. That leads me into my second point. I did a whole live yesterday. If you didn't catch it, it's up on my YouTube channel. A whole live, a 60-minute live, connecting Trump, Q, and Jesus. And my main point is that Jesus is trapped in some false narrative, okay, that the Roman Church imposed on him. And now is the time to set him free. What was the false narrative? That most of the world thinks they need to get to God through him. And it's so heartbreaking because you don't need anything but your soul in direct interface with God. You don't need to talk to anybody. You don't need any special connections. You are the special connection. You are the VIP in God's world. He lets you in any time of day. You have a special access. We all do. Let me just check my notes. Okay, so the most taboo conversation in Judaism is Jesus. We're not allowed to talk about him. We're not allowed to say his name. We're not allowed to reference him. It's like an immediate shutdown. You'll shut down the room if you say Jesus. So I understood from that there was a reason for that. And I finally picked up the puzzle piece, the missing piece, last night when I was reviewing the comments from my live on YouTube. Somebody, I forget who, but thank you whoever you are, said go watch this video by Rabbi Ariel Cohen Arolo. And I put this video to my Telegram channel if you want to check it out. He's a very smart, erudite human being. Talmud Chacham, as we say, with a long white beard. And he knows his sources, Gemara sources. And he said, and he gives sources that why did Jesus have to become so usher, forbidden, puzzle, invalidated by the Jewish people? He became forbidden. Why? Why was Jesus hands off? Don't touch, don't cross that line. And it finally made sense. And also, I never got a clear reason why. Like, it's always muddy. It's always murky. Why can't we talk about Jesus? No one has a straight up answer. Maybe he did this wrong. Maybe he did that wrong. And it's all very unclear. And this rabbi illuminated this for me. Finally, something that made sense to my soul. He said, Jews had to puzzle Jesus, had to invalidate Jesus because of the danger from the other side, the deceptive narrative that made him an idol, an intermediary to God. The Christian side, the Roman Church, the Vatican, made the narrative of Jesus into idolatry. It's in the Bible. First 2 commandments, like 1 and 2 slots. I am a God, don't have any other gods. And in further expansion inside the text of the Old Testament, he's like, do not make any wood or stone out of me, or male or female likeness. I mean, how do the Christians just gloss over that? I'll never understand. But now I understand why Jews had to make Jesus so forbidden, because they had to protect the Jewish people from that false narrative of idolatry. Ding, ding, ding. Like, that makes perfect sense. So those of us who are cognizant of this false narrative, this idolatry trap of the Jesus narrative, of stripping you of your personal relationship straight to source, now we can say, okay, Jesus, he wasn't a deity, he wasn't a God, and he wasn't a devil. Somewhere in the middle of those 2 things is the truth. The last thing I wanted to talk about was I had another epiphany that the Stargate that controls all the Stargates, I heard this from Carrie Kay and it resonated, the Stargate right above Jerusalem, and I know, Ruthie, you agree with me out there, the Stargate, the master Stargate, is situated in Jerusalem, and my intuition is that it's positioned right above the Kodesh Kodashim, the Holy of Holies, where the Ark of the Covenant was, where God's presence rested during the 2 temple periods. And I went stargazing last night and UFO spotting, and we had on night vision, army grade night vision goggles, and like, the sky blew up with UFOs everywhere. They're everywhere. They're zooming back and forth above us. If you had these goggles on, you're like, and the guide showed me a portal, and I was like, oh my gosh. And she said the other night she saw a huge craft, a mothership, come through the portal, come about 10,000 feet above them, and then go back in. So of course that didn't happen last night with us, but she showed us some video footage that they got, and it was pretty incredible. So God has put me in Sedona for a reason, to have this new understanding of what a portal is, and that this portal above Jerusalem will allow the third Beis HaMikdash to come down through it, because it won't be a building of brick and mortar. It'll be a light building, just like we'll have light bodies. The Beis HaMikdash will be made of light. And it will come through that main Stargate, bringing the most vast amount of the divine energy, Shekhinah, with it, the most tangible physical experience we've ever had of God in the body. It will rest here with us, and that's why all the galaxies are watching us right now. That's why all the spaceships are above us. The guy told me last night, they come to Sedona because the mountains have quartz in them. They get energy from planet Earth. They charge up from here. Imagine when God's own divine energy is here, how much more so will these beings want to receive energy from here? Because we are going to be the hub of the galaxies, with all the divine energy concentrated here with us. Mwah. I love you guys. Have a great day.